What's good, everybody? It's your boy Hamza, aka your favorite content creator, man, and I'm back with another video, guys. This time I'm going to be showcasing some very important DDD combos that I think that you guys can really benefit from watching if you guys don't know them already. And if you guys do know them, comment down that you guys already know them and I'm super duper late to the party because I just am naturally late. Make sure you guys go ahead and like the video, guys. Let's try and get one like on this video. That'd be pretty cool. Comment what you guys want to see next and subscribe if you have not already, guys, because we're trying to hit 7,000 subscribers. Without further ado, guys, I'm running out of breath. Let's get right into the video. Alright, guys, so starting off with the first combo we are going to be talking about, it is a one card combo with DD Savant Kepler. I know in my deck profile / that one combo I showed you guys, it was the one card combo with like Copernicus. Now this is going to be a one card combo of Kepler. It's done in like a little of a weird way, but I feel like that this way is actually pretty good and it feels almost more optimal in a sense. So again, we go ahead and we normal summon Kepler, use his effect. This will grab us our dark contract with the gate. Then from here we activate the gate. Gate's effect will activate. Go ahead and add our DD Griffin. Most combos you guys are gonna see is like always getting Griffin. I'm finding a way to get Griffin because this card's like absolutely insane. He has like 15 million effects, like it doesn't even matter. So again, we add Griffin. Since we control a monster, we can special summon out our Griffin, or not a monster, a DD monster. Then we link our monsters away into Gilgamesh, firing off Gilgamesh's effect. This will go ahead and scale our Cerberus and our Zero King Rage. Again, I know I said that I didn't play this card, but I feel like for Kepler specifically, this is really good because then you can play these two cards and get a lot of value out of it, as well as Zero King Rage has a pretty neat effect on the field, which prevents your opponent from literally using hand traps or literally cards in the game like Snow or something, so it's pretty good. In that regard, again, we pen summon out our two monsters, and the reason why we can pen Kepler is because he's a 0 and he is a 6. From here, we go ahead and we use Cerberus's effect. We target our Kepler. This will make Kepler a level 4 and boost him by 400 attack, which we don't really care about. We overlay into our Wave King Caesar, and then we go ahead and we proceed to link our monsters away into our Gilgamesh, firing off the Caesar. When he's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a dark contract directly from your deck to the hand. From here, we go ahead and add our fusion card, which is Dark Contract with the Swamp King, and we activate its effect on field, which lets us basically Miracle Fusion. So we banish our Link and our Kepler into our Baby King Genghis. From here, I end up misclicking, but basically what you want to do is you go ahead and overlay onto your King Genghis, or whatever his name is, King Gilgamesh, into our Deus Machine X, and then this will trigger our Genghis, which will go ahead and let us reborn a monster, which is our King Caesar. From here, we go ahead and we overlay King Tell on top of him, which he basically has the same effect as our Caesar, which you guys will see later on. But again, we go ahead and we link our monsters away into our third Gilgamesh. This will trigger our King Tail, which basically lets us foolish a DD card from our deck to the graveyard, which is Necro Slime. From here, we go ahead and we fire off our Necro Slime, banishing Necro Slime and another card to go ahead and summon our Genghis. From here, we go ahead and overlay our monsters into our King Caesar, and then from right here we overlay into our Deus Machine X, and then we basically end with our King Caesar, who's really OP. This card's like nasty. He's a warning and a strike basically, and well, not really strike from the monster effect, but strikes like if they were special summon a monster. He's really good in that regard. And then we have a Machine X, which is essentially, I think this is 4 takes because it's pop 1 to take, so then that's 2, pop another one, take, that's 3, detach, and then detach again, so that's 4 takes, and we have our King Caesar, who's really OP in that regard. Now, guys, let's move on to the second combo. Now moving on to the second combos, guys, it is a different combo. Again, it's the same thing with Griffin. Like I always said, most of your 2-card combos are going to be like a card plus Griffin or whatever, and then it's going to be essentially being able to get Orthros access. I feel like this is really important, and I feel like showcasing how good Orthros is pretty important in these combo lines. So without further ado, guys, we're going to start the combo. We go ahead and normal summon out our Orthros, then activate Griffin to go ahead and special summon himself because we control a DD monster. Then we go ahead and we link our monsters away into our Gilgamesh. Cool. From here, we use Gilgamesh's effect, again, complete our scales, which is really important. We go ahead and get our Abyss, Ragnarok, and our Orthros, and then from here, we go ahead and we pen summon out our 2 monsters. But you can use Griffin effect if you have card in hand. Again, I just wanted to show a 2-card combo, but if you do have a card in hand, you can use his effect from there. From here, we go ahead and we do something super generic, which is go ahead and overlay into our King Caesar. Again, make sure you guys remember, Gilgamesh burns you for 1,000. We make our King Caesar, then we link our monster away into our Gilgamesh. This will go ahead and use King Caesar. King Caesar will let us add a dark contract from our deck to our hand, and then from here, we are going to go ahead and grab the dark contract with the Swamp King. thing. We don't really want to get the Rota card because we essentially already used all the Rota cards, or all like the monster effects that we wanted to add. So we go ahead and we get Swamp King. Swamp King, his ability to Miracle Fusion. Let's go ahead and banish. Go ahead and summon out our King Genghis. From here, we go ahead and use Ragnarok because monster special summon. We can reborn a monster, which is Griffin. Then from here, we go Chainlink 1 and Chainlink 2. And basically what that permits us to do is reborn a monster and then go ahead and add. So this will go ahead and add our DD Headhunt. Again, DD Griffin says you can add one DD card from your deck to your hand, so this will go ahead and get our Headhunt. From here, what we are going to go ahead and do is we synchro our way into our Siegfried, and then from here we go ahead and slap on our Machine X into our zones, and then we go ahead and set the Headhunt, and then basically our end board is DD Headhunt, which is a Snatch Steal. We have a Siegfried who can negate any spell trap card activated on our opponent's field, and then we have two takes with Deus Machine X, which is he can use this effect, he'll pop this, and then he'll detach to take, and then he'll detach, and it's like a whole thing. It's really good, guys. It's really solid end board. Now let's get on to the second combo. Alright guys, moving on to not the second combo. I don't know why I said second combo the last thing. It's the third combo. Moving on to the third combo, guys, it's going to be a 3-card combo, showcasing how important Swirl Slime is in a lot of the combo lines. Again, Copernicus and Griffin are just really OP cards, but I just want to showcase Swirl Slime in that regard. From here, guys, we go ahead and we use our Swirl Slime's effect. This will go ahead and fuse using our Swirl Slime and our Griffin. This will allow us to summon out our Genghis. From here, guys, we use Swirl Slime's effect in the graveyard to banish to special summon a monster from our hand. This will be Copernicus, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. So we go ahead and reborn the Griffin, and then we go ahead and use the effect to dump our Necro Slime. Again, make sure you guys really understand that like there's not a lot of cards or a lot of good options to send off of Copernicus if we've already kind of used all these effects other than Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, Vice Typhoon, and Lamia. So again, I personally always like to make sure I have Necro Slime in my graveyard. And then from here, guys, we use Griffin. Griffin will go ahead and add any DD card, which is Orthros, and then we go ahead and we normal summon out our Orthros. And again, this is the 4th summon, so our opponent can't really nib us. We got a 6 and a 4. This will go ahead and make out our Baron de Fleur, and then from here we go ahead and link into Gilgamesh. The reason why we can make Baron is Gilgamesh says right here he says something about like for the rest of his turn you can only summon DD monsters, but we don't really care about that because we already made our monster. From here, this goes ahead, use Gilgamesh effect, finish our skills, which is Thomas and our Orthros. Cool. From here, we go ahead and pen summon our monsters. We're going to pen summon Orthros. We're going to pen summon Copernicus. The reason why we don't pen summon Griffin is because we haven't used Griffin's hand effect yet, and Thomas will let us get that Griffin. So Thomas will go ahead and grab our Griffin, and then from here, we go ahead and special summon out the Griffin, and then we go ahead and continue to overlay our monsters into our Caesar. It's important to keep the Orthros on the board right now. You guys will see later on why. From here, we go ahead and we use Orthros' effect. It's a really weird interaction. Basically, he says you can target one spell and trap card on the field, one other DD or Dark Contract card on the field as well, and destroy them both. It's really weird because like he's popping himself at the same time, so technically it shouldn't work, but I mean like I'm pretty sure it's because it's in the same instance, that's how it works. But from here, Orthros will pop himself and he will pop our Caesar, and then this will go ahead and use Caesar's effect to add a Dark Contract with the gate, because this card says when you send to the graveyard you can add one Dark Contract card from your deck to your hand. So this is one route, and then again we use Necro Slime because we have not fusion summoned or used Necro Slime's effect yet to make Big Genghis. And the reason why we make Big Genghis is it has to be level 5 or a higher DD monster, and we went and made our Genghis right there. Again, from here, guys, we go ahead and we slap on our Machine X, and then this will trigger our Big Genghis to go ahead and special summon out our Copernicus. And then from here, we go ahead and synchro our monsters away into our Siegfried. And then again, you can activate the Dark Contract. Dark Contract will basically give us follow-up play for next turn. Technically, you don't really... Yeah, actually, I just realized that you want to use this Dark Contract because it gives you 2 takes with Machine X or Deus. But if you don't want to do that, guys, you can go ahead and get Dark Contract with a patent license, and this essentially locks our opponent up from synchro summoning, fusion summoning, or XYZ summoning. And then again, depending on your hand, you can lock them out of a link summoning as well if you like go ahead and slap Machine X on Genghis instead. But again, it just depends on the specific matchup, guys. But now let's quickly get into the 4th and final combo. Alright guys, now moving on to the 4th and final combo. Again, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to be showcasing Swirl Slime, we're going to be showcasing Orthros, and again, we all know how important Kepler is in every single one of these combos. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and start the combo by using Swirl Slime's effect to polymerization or fusion from our hand. This will go ahead and use Swirl Slime, and we are going to go ahead and use the Orthros to go ahead and special summon out our King Genghis. From here, we go ahead and use Swirl Slime's effect to go ahead and special summon out our Kepler, and then again, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, guys, you guys already know the dealio. Just go ahead and reborn the Orthros Orthros. This will go ahead and add our Dark Contract. Again, you guys can really see like how good Swirl Slime is in this deck, because he literally gets you like 3 monsters on board. Like basically Swirl Slime let us get 3 monsters on board, which is pretty cool. And then from here we go ahead and we use Dark Contract with the gate. This will go ahead and Rhoda out our Copernicus, or Rhoda add whatever, it doesn't matter. And then from here we can go ahead and link summon into our Gilgamesh. The reason why I didn't make Baron there is because I showed Baron in the last combo. I just wanted to show like a different combo in this one. But again, guys, depending on your hand, you can go ahead and make Baron and go crazy with that. I just wanted to showcase this combo. Again, we use Gilgamesh effect. He scales, which is Thomas and our Griffin. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with what these cards do as of now. Go ahead and pen 1, pen 2. Copernicus didn't have to be in the zone. He could have been in any zone. It just felt right to pen him in that zone. We go ahead and we use Copernicus. Again, like I said before, guys, we always want to dump our Necro Slime if he's not in the graveyard already. From here we use Griffin. Basically he can target one monster. That monster gains 500 attack for each like Dark Contract on the field in the graveyard, and then he destroys himself. And then the reason why we do that is because we can go ahead and use Thomas's effect to get Griffin to our hand, and then again we can special summon out the Griffin from our hand because we control DD monsters. Cool. From here, guys, we go ahead and overlay into our Caesar. And then from here, we go ahead and slap on our King Tell. We go ahead and use King Tell's effect here. And basically what he says is you can detach one material if you take an effect damage this turn. You burn your opponent from 1,000, and then one monster you control loses 1,000 attack and defense. You basically what you want to do is you target himself, lose 1,000 attack and defense, burn your opponent, and then we can link him off because he has a pretty cool effect as well. So we go ahead and make a Gilgamesh. This will go ahead and trigger our King Tell in the graveyard, which basically is Foolish Burial. This will go ahead and send our other card, which is Vice Typhoon, guys. Like I said before, if you have Necro Slime already in the graveyard, you dump Vice Typhoon. Vice Typhoon says right here, during your main phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, if you summon 1 level 8 or higher DD fusion monsters from your extra deck, including this card, you can only use this effect, blah blah, whatever. We don't care. We only care about the fusion. From here, we go ahead because it's the main phase and it's been sent there this turn. We can banish our Vice Typhoon and our King Tell to go ahead and special summon out our big Genghis. Cool. From here, we use Necro Slime's effect to banish himself and banish out our other like useless cards that we're not really going to use to special summon out our Genghis. And then from here, we overlay into our High King Caesar, and then this will go ahead and trigger our King Genghis to go ahead and reborn out our DD Griffin. Griffin will trigger to go ahead and add our DD Headhunt. And then from here we go ahead and synchro our monsters away into our Siegfried. Ignore what the 2 options are here. I don't know why I said that. And basically you go ahead and make Machine X, and then you set the DD Headhunt, and then your basically end board is Caesar, who's like 2 negates, basically negating any special summons when it comes to spell, trap card, or monster effects. He's really good. And then when he negates, I'm pretty sure he says all DD monsters or one other DD monster you control gains 1800 attack till the end of this turn, and then that's pretty good. And then of course if you send to the graveyard, he floats. This guy doesn't really do anything, but he's just another big body. And I'm pretty sure that during your opponent's turn, like on the swing back, if you're playing against like Altergeist, Eldritch, he still has a negate. It's pretty problematic. Siegfried, who's like really good, quick effect, target, and negate. We have a Headhunt, which is a snatch steal, and basically it lets us slap a Machine X onto that monster because it's treated as a DD monster if summoned from the extra deck. And then again we have Machine X, who has 2 takes, guys. So these are very, very important 4 combos that I want to showcase you guys. And now let's get right into the real intro, or outro, sorry. So guys, that was it for the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Of course, if you made it all the way to the end of the video and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free, guys. And again, my name's Hamza, and like I always say, keep on shining, never go on your dreams. Peace.